We really got to watch the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. What's up, everybody? We are live. Hold up. Let me fix the stream over here on Instagram. Yeah, man, we got the Chiefs and the Eagles Super Bowl. Come on, man. Like I posted the meme. I hope both teams lose. Like that's really the vibe that I'm coming with, man. I just don't want either of these teams to win. The Chiefs, I hate. The Eagles, I hate. I mean, the Chiefs had a chance to lose. Bills, man, I don't know what you were doing. They ran that tush push every single time. You know what? There could only be one tush push merchant, and that is Jalen Hurts, man. They ran that play all the time. You can't stop the Eagles when they do it. But when the Bills do it, it's like they ran it every time. They were running to the right every single time. And then Cook was out of the game for a period of time. I don't know if he was hurt or not, but Patrick Mahomes does it again, man. Patrick Mahomes does it again. Unbelievable. I'm telling you, every single time, he just can't beat Mahomes when it matters. I mean, he beat him in the regular season, but that's why I said, can you beat the Chiefs twice in 1 year? It's almost impossible. And you know what? You got to give credit to the Chiefs. I hate to say it, but Andy Reid, Spags, Mahomes, every single year, they do it on and on and on. It's sickening. Like, I'm sitting here, we all hating the Chiefs. We all are tired of it. But when the Niners were dominating back in the 80s and the 90s, did the Niners get like hated on like the Eagles or the, how the Patriots did and the Chiefs do now? Like, I was young, so I just loved the 49ers when I was young. I don't remember all the hatred of other teams. But did the Niners get that much hate? I just remember everybody loved the Niners when I was a kid. So it would be interesting to get some old heads and see what was the vibe around the Niners from the league. I'm sure they hated us like the Chiefs, like the Patriots, like, the Eagles. They're making it a lot of years. But gosh darn, man. Jalen Hurts going to Super Bowl. Philly fans are not going to be shutting up about it. And then Patrick Mahomes in Super Bowl. You have Taylor Swift. And let me tell you something about Taylor Swift. She acts like it's a touch, like she's never seen a touchdown she's like over dramatic. I know she goes live, she goes viral every time the video comes up, but oh man. Dalton Kincaid failed to catch that last pass. That was unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. The refs didn't help the Niners back then. That's true. I tell you what, that pass, though, Josh Allen throws the moonshot to Kincaid. I mean, that was erratic. The whole play was erratic. And I just knew it. I just knew the Chiefs were going to get the stop. I knew they were going to get stopped. And it made me sick because, like, you already know. And it happened. So, Saquon playing in the Super Bowl on his birthday. Yeah, Saquon Barkley and Cooper DeJean are playing in the Super Bowl on their birthday. That's a crazy story. They're going to be tagged. They're going to drag it out. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, three-peat. They're going to drag that story out. There's going to be so much stories. Chris Jones cries every possession. It's so true. Bro, Chris Jones be crying every time they show him on TV. He's like, camera's on me. I got to go. That is so true. That is so funny. Oh, my God. That's my favorite comment of the night. Rob says, no social media back in the day to perpetuate all the negativity. You're right. It was a different era. There was a different era back in the day without social media. The 3rd and 10 lateral by Josh was crazy. Chris Jones cried like 7 rivers tonight. Oh, my God, dude. He fucking crying every time he came in. There's like tears flowing. Bro, stop crying. Allen choked again. It sucks. He's never going to beat the allegations. Of, you can't beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. It sucks, man. It sucks. Yeah. I don't even know who I want to root for. Like, I truly don't. Like, I don't want to see the Eagles win. I don't want to see Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs win on the three-peat. I don't know. God, dog, man. Mahomes is good, though. I will give him his credit, man. He's a dog. That guy's unbelievable. He's a good quarterback. I hate to sit here and be negative on Patrick because he's a good quarterback. I just hate it because every single year it's the same nonsense. That guy's always in the Super Bowl. But, man, Kincaid has no job tomorrow. You know what? Kincaid and Mark Andrews, They sold so bad in these playoffs. Mark Andrews, he wrote a freaking 5-star thesis, like a five-page thesis on dropping the pass, and fumbling. I expect Dalton Kincaid to write the freaking annexation of Puerto Rico tomorrow. I need Dalton Kincaid to go out there. If that's what they're doing now on social media, writing these, apologies for Dalton Kincaid better write the annexation of Puerto Rico tomorrow, or the biggest apology letter to the city of Buffalo, because that was a travesty, man. It was a travesty. My man, Big Nick, how we doing? That was tough. But shout out to my boy, my man, holding down with the season with me. It was fun. But next season, big things coming. Overcompensating. Going for the Eagles, FKC, my boy Adam. The refs were fine today, and I hate the Chiefs so much. The refs weren't too bad. There were a few plays where you're like, okay, just let them play. But end of the day, the Bills made stupid plays. They had some really bad play calls. They made some stupid decisions. That lateral, like you said, from Josh Allen, like they just made some weird decisions. And they were going for the tush push every single time they had a chance. Like you got to do something different. At some point, you have a defensive coordinator like Spags. He's going to figure it out. There was one play. Was it? Yeah, that 4th down play where Kincaid drops it. That defensive call by Spags, he blitzed the nickel. He was so aggressive. That's why Spags is great. He takes the gambles. And God, man, Spags is he's an unbelievable defensive coordinator. Like just blitzing the way he did, blitzing that corner, it was aggressive and it works because, you put that pressure on Josh. He scrambled. He was a little chaotic and he throws up a prayer. And of course, Kincaid in traffic's not going to make that catch. So Spags, man, you got to give him the credit. And this is, to me, the biggest takeaway watching this weekend. Obviously, turnovers was the story of the playoffs. But the coaching, man, when you have a guy like Andy Reid, Spags, that combo it's insane. And hopefully Kyle Shanahan and Robert Saleh can be that duo that the Niners need to get back to the Super Bowl. They've done it before, and I hope they can do it again. Play calling was weird AF for the Bills. Yeah, it truly was, man. Robert says, let's go. The Chiefs paid the referees to win. Patrick Mahomes is not the referees. Help him win even my grandma could beat him. I mean, I don't know if your grandma could beat him, but they do get some help. Someone got to recruit Spags. It's been too long. Give him a head coach. That's the thing. People have given Spags the opportunity to be a head coach. The Niners tried to steal him last year from the Chiefs. I wish they would have got him. But he's so good as a defense coordinator. He's got it made with the Chiefs. Like there's no reason for him to go to another team. He's got it pretty much made in the shade. So I hope he leaves this season after, the Super Bowl, because you're right. They got to get rid of that guy. He's a hell of a coordinator, man. And him and Andy Reid, it's a dynamic duo there. Let's see. Chiefs, Eagles are the best teams. Hey, Sue says, well, obviously they are because they're in the Super Bowl. So it's going to suck, though. Louis says, Clint Kubiak to Seattle. The brother of Clay Kubiak, the expected offensive coordinator for the 49ers. The brothers are going to battle in the NFC West. You got Clint Kubiak. He was on the Saints staff. Now he's on the Seahawks. And then you got Clay Kubiak. He's on the Niners. He's going to be the OC most likely once they announce all their coaches. It's kind of tough. That's kind of crazy. The bros going at it. That's going to be fun to watch in the NFC West. My man Brandon says, do you think Mahomes is the same without Andy Reid? That's a great question. I think it's a duo. I think Mahomes would have been good without Andy Reid, but I think he's better because of Andy Reid, because that man's play calling, I hate to say it, that man's play calling is out of this world. Like, the guy's a friggin' offensive guru. He's made quarterbacks look great through his career. So I don't think Mahomes would be the same without Andy Reid. And I don't think Andy Reid would be the same without Mahomes, because we saw Andy Reid when he didn't have Mahomes, he would get so far, so close, so far, so close, and then he would win the Super Bowl. So he needed Mahomes. Andy Reid didn't need Mahomes, and Mahomes needs Andy Reid. I think it's a dynamic duo. Man, we hate it. We absolutely hate it. So no clue who to root for. I don't either. I don't know. I'm just there for SZA. I'm just there for SZA to come out at the halftime show. That's really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for SZA and the commercials. That's what I'm going to be watching the Super Bowl for. And other than that, whoever wins, wins. What's up, Niners 909? What's up? My man Niners 909 says, I hate the Eagles, but I hope they beat the Chiefs. I think that's what most people are hoping for. I'm pretty sure most people are going to probably root for the Eagles because the hatred of the Chiefs is so much. Nobody wants to see them win the three-peat. And I think people hate the refs, helping out the Chiefs. So I think majority of people are going to probably root for the Eagles. So that was a first down on the Allen run. That was a tough call. That was one where it's very questionable. The 4th and 1 play, they ran it, they got stuffed, and they gave it to the Chiefs. That was one of the plays that definitely turned the tide of the game. And again, it was those small little, well, not small, those big plays like that, but those calls were deciding the game. Those little things. It was truly a game of inches. Like, it's crazy. They say that, it's like cliche, but this was absolutely a game of inches today. Janelle says the NFL color scheme is correct again. It's crazy. It's crazy. I know it's a conspiracy. I know people say you can't. Every year, the color scheme that they show on the logo ends up being the Super Bowl. And again, it happened again. It's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of like, it's fucking crazy to me. The Super Bowl color scheme is actually insane to me that it's every season now for the last, 5 years, it's the same as the Super. Like the color scheme of, say, green and red, it's the Chiefs and Eagles. It's kind of wild. Honestly, kind of wild. Rager says, honestly, I love seeing history being made, so I hope the Chiefs three-peat, says Rager. That's fair. I think there's going to be history buffs, like people that love, to see records made. I think there's going to be a lot of people root for the Chiefs. I just think the majority of people don't want to see the Chiefs three-peat. So I think the Eagles are probably the favorite of America. But oh my God, hold up, Josh Johnson. Did you guys see that Josh Johnson has a commercial? My man Josh Johnson has a mobile phone commercial, Straight Talk Wireless. I gotta find this commercial somewhere on YouTube and plug it, post it up. Josh Johnson, backup quarterback. I'm. You know what? We're gonna take a minute from talking about this game to talk about Josh Johnson because I saw the commercial for the second time. This man said. He said, like, I've been on every team or something like he said, it's crazy how many leagues I've been passed around or something. He said something like that on the commercial. It's the fact that a quarterback too, a backup journeyman quarterback has a commercial is absolutely classic. I thought that was the highlight of the night. That was the highlight of this weekend was seeing that Josh Johnson has a commercial, dude. That was absolutely hilarious. Oh man, I gotta find it. I would have post that up, but that definitely was funny. Louis says we don't want another Tom Brady. Yeah. Who do you think the Bills locker room is gonna be like? Ooh, the Bills locker room is gonna be a somber. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be depressing. It's gonna be depressing, man. I mean, I don't know. It's got to be depressing. You know what really kind of irked me today also? So talking about the Eagles game, because I'm sure the Commanders were a little ups. They're probably depressed, getting blown out. But, I'm sure they're happy they made it this far. They got a lot to, look forward to. It's a good team, good young quarterback, franchise quarterback. But one thing that really irked me in that Commanders-Philly game, Oren Burks, former Niners linebacker. He's like special team guy. He was a backup linebacker. He was on the Niners for a minute. He was making plays like he was Patrick Willis today, like he was Ray Lewis today, like he was like prime Luke Kuechly. This man was out there dominating, sacking, forcing fumbles. Where was this last year in the Super? Like, I was so pissed seeing Oren Burks. Like, I'm happy for him making plays. It's cool to see him succeed, whatever. But this man is totally different as the Philadelphia Eagle, and he was making game-changing plays after game-changing plays throughout the playoffs. I mean, he made game-changing plays for the Niners, but it wasn't in the way we wanted it. So, Oren Burks, this guy stood out to me, not just today, but throughout the playoffs so far. Like, I can't believe this guy was not what he is as an Eagle. Like, it blows my mind. Oren Burks, unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. My man Throwback says, I always wanted to see Philly lose to Kansas City twice. No love for them. Take care. There we go. That's it. You know what? If the Eagles lose to the Chiefs, then I guess, that's I guess the one saving grace for Eagles, because they're going to talk a lot of trash. But if they lose twice to the Chiefs, just like the Niners, then it's a wash for the NFC. But then we have to deal with the the Chiefs being three-peat champions. So I don't know. I don't want either one of these teams to win. We need to win next year. If not, I quit football. Yeah. Look who the DC of the Eagles is. He's good, man. Vic Fangio is going to be. This is going to be a massive matchup. These two defenses have two of the best defensive coordinators. He said, "I just watched the Josh Johnson commercial. I'm telling you, it's good, huh?" But yeah, Vic Fangio and Spags. It's going to be a good matchup between those two guys. I think those two guys are two of the best defensive minds ever, or in the last 2 decades at least. America lost tonight. Nah, everybody's still gonna watch Super Bowl at the end of the day. Rod, put on your green Eagles hoodie. You know what? You know what? Y'all think it's an Eagles hoodie. It's a Hurley hoodie, but I ain't wearing a green. I almost wore that jacket tonight on the stream because it's a little cold. I was gonna throw my green hoodie on, but I was like, nah, you're gonna flame me for that one. It's about to be the lowest rated Super Bowl. I think it's going to get a lot of ratings just because it's the Super Bowl and a lot of people want to watch it. Everybody says, I know we're all sitting here, we're all gut check reaction, right now we're pissed, emotional. We're like, F this. What are you guys going to do? What else are you going to do on Super Bowl? You're going to watch Super Bowl. Tom and Grant carried the Raiders. Super Bowl commercials for the win. Super Bowl commercials are going to feed families. I can't wait for those. Who do I have? Who do I have winning? I don't know. I think the Chiefs are going to win this damn Super Bowl. I really do. I think that history is going to be made. I think they're going to have the three-peat. Yeah, I think it's going to be a Chiefs Super Bowl. So, 2 rematches in a row? NFL or WWE? Yeah, that's right, huh? They better stop Saquon. Saquon's going to be tough to stop. You know, he's going to get hit. Like, that is, to me, that's the big key for the Eagles. Like, Saquon is an absolute dog. So it's going to be hard to stop him. He's playing unbelievable. That O-line is insanity. I don't know. The Eagles do have a chance because the last time the Eagles played the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, they didn't have Saquon Barkley. So they may be able to beat them, says JD, with Barkley. You're definitely absolutely, spot on there. I think they have a really good chance this year with Barkley because that guy's just, what a season he's had. He could have broke the all-time record had he played that last game. Regardless, it's still an unbelievable season, over 2,000 yards rushing. Definitely going to be hard for the Chiefs to stop him because tonight, you see, when Cook was cooking, he was getting some big runs, and then they don't have the O-line that the Chiefs have, and I feel like, the Eagles have. I think the Eagles can really start getting this run going, and they can get Saquon going, and the first play of the game against the Commanders, boom, he busted open 18 seconds into their first drive, touchdown. And if Saquon can do stuff like that, it's over. It could be over for them. But again, the last time these two teams played, it was a high-scoring game. Came down to turnovers. I'm pretty sure Jalen Hurts had a costly turnover, and that was the difference of the game. So it's all going to come down to turnovers like it has all playoffs, and it usually does in most games. It's going to come down to the turnovers. Will Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs be able to protect the ball? Will the Eagles be able to stop Kelsey? I don't know. We'll see. We had CMC and didn't beat KC. I know. It was sad. When he fumbled last year, broke my heart. When he fumbled in that Super Bowl early, I just was I was gutted. I was heartbroken. I just remember sitting there going, are you kidding me? After that amazing season that CMC had, Offensive Player of the Year, like the stats he put up, the amount of yards and catches and touchdowns, everything he did. And then in that Super Bowl when he fumbled it, that was the game changer right there. It really changed the momentum of the game. So if Barkley puts it on the ground, something like that can really change the complexion of the game. So what's good? How am I doing? I'm good, Jimmy. Hope you're doing well. Travis played like shit today. Yeah, he did. I thought Travis was going to have a big game today. I'm not going to lie to you, but I guess they didn't need it. 49ers and Raj are the only NFL-related pages I follow. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, Gold-Blooded. Appreciate. You know what? Real quick before we end tonight. I'm not ending anytime soon, maybe a couple more minutes, but appreciate all the support. I know it's been a tough season, but every year you guys are still here. You're still supporting. I really appreciate all the real ones, the people that stay with it, stay with the page. We all want a Super Bowl. We want to be the ones talking. We want to be. I wish we were hyped up, having celebration, victory Sunday, have victory Monday. I wish we had all that. And I appreciate all the support when we don't, because there's been a lot of years when we haven't. But we're still here. We're still hopeful, and we still, bring the hype. We're still faithful, to an extent. We get a little pissed off, but it doesn't mean we hate the team. So I appreciate everybody that supports the page on the YouTube, on the Instagram, Twitter, all the apps. And appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys I always like to tell you guys thank you, but I don't think I say it enough. So truly appreciate all the support out there. It's been tough here. It's been tough here, not gonna lie. But it's kind of been nice to have this mental break, because now I'm still juiced for next season. I'm already like, let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir, my man. Hey, Peter Parks is always gonna rock with you. Yes, sir. You too. Always gonna be your guy. California man says I supported your page for a long time. You have. I've seen you a lot through the years, so appreciate it, man. Retro Gamer says I'm not watching the Super Bowl. Okay, so what are we gonna do if we're? Appreciate you, man. You've been following since I used to stream the games. Yep. What are you gonna do if you guys aren't watching the Super Bowl? Because I'm watching Super Bowl as much as I hate those teams. What are you guys gonna do? Tell me what you guys are gonna do. Yeah, seriously, go to Disneyland or something. What are you gonna do? What are you guys gonna do on the Super Bowl if you're not watching the game? Like, it's cool if you don't. I'm not gonna judge it. I got nothing better to do, so I'm gonna watch Super Bowl, eat a lot of pizza, eat a lot of wings. We're gonna have a Super Bowl party with me and my friends. We're gonna all, we do it every year, except last year because I was at the Super Bowl and broke my heart. But we have a Super Bowl party every year. That's what most people do. But what are you guys gonna do? Study? I used to do that when I was in college. I hated it. I studied while I watched the game, but I studied a lot back in college. The original bot. What's up, my guy? Working double overtime because they work. You working? Oh, working? You gonna make that bag? You making that money? Okay. Getting blackout drunk. A lot of people are gonna work, sleep, watch other things, go rewatch Squid Games or something, Super Bowl party, and enjoy Grandpa's old cough medicine. Okay. Smoking weed. Okay. I love it. Got money on it, so I'm gonna watch. I'm going to binge a new show, Puppy Bowl. You gonna watch the halftime show? Reruns of Joe Montana Super Bowl wins. Okay, I like that one. Jorge. I'm going to work, so swag. Probably some angel dust. Going on a cruise. Okay, go have fun. Enjoy that. You going shopping? Shop till you drop. Okay. Watching the halftime shows only. Watching the Niners Super Bowl to make me more pissed off. Oh, I'm not doing that. Yeah, Goldblood says rewatch the old 49ers Super Bowls. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe we watch the old Super Bowls. You can't be upset watching that because like, the Niners won. And then you come back to reality. Watching a 3-hour movie. You're watching my stream. I'm not gonna be streaming on Super Bowl. I'm gonna be on my friends. We're gonna be chilling. Maybe I'll stream after. Mock draft after mock draft. Preparing for WrestleMania. I'm not watching Super Bowl. Okay. And Royal Rumble next week. Who's winning the Royal Rumble, Rashad? Who you got winning the Rumble? CM Punk? It's going to be a crazy Rumble this year. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to ask one more time before I have to go, but please tell me, who are we voting for? Who are we voting for, Chiefs or Eagles? I can't tell you who to vote. You vote for who you want. I'm going to say the Chiefs are winning. I'm not rooting for either team. I don't want the Chiefs to win. I don't want the Eagles to win. But my prediction, I'm going to predict that the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. That's my answer to that. I'm not telling you who to vote for. You go vote for whoever you want. I got Roman Reigns winning the Rumble. Okay, Roman Reigns get OTC. Okay, Roman Reigns. That's my guy. He reposted me on Twitter before. That's my guy. His Rikishi follows me on Twitter. I love those guys. I love the bloodline. That's my guys. But I think CM Punk's gonna win. So today, Patrick Mahomes tied Joe Montana for 17 postseason wins. I know, I saw that. It's disgusting. Sauce Money says, I'm picking Kansas City. My boy's son is Pacheco. Okay, that's respectable. That's respectable. KC will win according to the Super Bowl logo. Any 49ers news to be updated on? No, I wish there was some news right now. I truly wish. I heard I'm joining the Royal Rumble. I can't. Now you just leaked. You just leaked the biggest surprise entry of the Royal Rumble. I was going to be entered number 30, the final contestant of the Rumble. Now you guys know I am going to be number 30 in the Royal Rumble in Indy next week. I'm hoping to win. I'm hoping to win. I've been training with my boyhood, my guy, my boyhood legend. I looked up to Shawn Michaels. He's been training me. You're gonna see some sweet chin music. You're gonna see some sweet fucking Raj music. You're gonna see sweet Raj music. That's what's gonna happen on the Royal Rumble next week. So we'll see. Check it out. Dalton Kincaid is a terrorist, as Niners detail. He truly is. I can't believe he dropped that pass, man. That was absolutely this. Oh God, man! It's just the Chiefs get all the breaks. There was a stat I think today that they going into this game they had won 16 straight one possession games. You have to be incredibly lucky to be able to win that many games. Like 16 one possession games, and now it's 17. That's incredible. And that's what happens. Things like Dalton Kincaid dropping the pass, the blocked freaking field goal at the end of the Broncos game, like little things like that every single week. How do they do it every week? They got a lot of luck on their hands. So, anyone check on the Cowboys lately? No, they're in the same place as us, though, so we can't hate too much. Extremely depressed Niners fan, my guy. Says, not that I hate the Chiefs that much, because I do, but it's the Swifties. Yeah, it made the Chiefs 100% more unlikable. That's the take, I think. I think it's not just the Chiefs. Obviously, we can't stand them because they win. Like, we want to see them lose. We want to see something different. They always get the help from the refs. They get, glazing of Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and Spags. But the Swifties, man. Like, I posted on Twitter. I posted under some video, because they scored a touchdown. Of course, immediately they pan to Taylor Swift because they want the viral video. And she's acting like she's never seen a touchdown in her entire life. Like, this is the first game she's ever watched. Oh! And, of course, so I posted I commented, bro, the Swifties were attacking me. Oh, my God. I was just like, oh, my, next time I'm not even commenting because they attacked me, like, within a second. And I was like, oh, my God. So you're right. Those Swifties are crazy. Crazy, man. Crazy. Wow. Sauce Money says, Allen is this era's Dan Marino. That's a really good, that's incredible. I never even thought of it like that. That's pretty good. Dan Marino was like the guy. He put up stats, regular season, merchant. I mean, he was like he would do things no quarterback could do in those areas, like dropping 4,000 before. Couldn't do that stuff. Like, it was like, wow, Dan Marino has an arm. Dan Marino on the offense. It was incredible. And then he would always fall apart when it mattered in the playoffs. And he didn't have like big stars. And Josh Allen doesn't have huge stars. He makes everybody around him good. Like, Dan Marino never really had Pro Bowl talent around him. He had some good players. There were some decent players on those Dolphins teams, but they weren't like all timers. They were like Josh Allen. He has some pretty good players around him, but not like elite level Jerry Rice type guys. I think that's a really good take right there. Josh Allen is the modern day Joe Montana or Dan Marino. Wow, that's the take. That's it. I agree with you on that one. That's amazing. I couldn't have even said it better. Bring Josh to the Bay. He needs to get out of that cold weather, though. You don't know one wide receiver Marino had? I think O.J. McDuffie, if the memory serves me right. O.J. McDuffie? Does that ring a bell? He had like nobodies on his team, bro. Official says, bro, I need a Niner Super Bowl win in my life. I do too. In my old hood, I saw them win when I was 10 years old. I haven't seen them win since I've been an adult, man. It's disgusting. Do I think Josh Allen got that first down? I do. I think he did get the first down. I do. I do. 49ers are cashing money in the bank. He said, who? Yeah, OJ McDuff. Exactly. Mark Clayton, super duper Mark Clayton. Okay. That's like his big receiver. But Mark Clayton, who? Mark Clayton. If you're like a diehard NFL fan, you might know Mark Clayton, but most people don't know who super duper Mike Clayton is. That's a good pull. It's a good pull. I do remember him. You're right. That's the thing. They should have gave Tony Gonzalez a Super Bowl ring. You said you're surprised he's not a part owner of the Chiefs. Yeah, that is true. That's crazy. Who? Kincaid. Yeah, I told you I need an apology from Kincaid tomorrow. I need an apology from them. Clayton with the sunglasses. Yeah. Is Josh done with the Bills? I don't think so. I think he'll stick around. I mean, why would he be gone with the Bills? You just can't get over the hump, man. It's the thing. Honestly, as long as the Chiefs have Mahomes and Andy Reid and Spags, I don't think Josh Allen is ever getting the monkey off his back, man. He's never getting that monkey off his back. It sucks, dude. It sucks. How many more chances do you think Josh has? It's not like he's old, It's not he's not even in his 30s yet, right? Was he 28, 29? How old is Josh Allen? Can someone look it up? How old is Josh Allen? He's still got a long time though. He's still great, man. He got a long time of great years left. I think he's still got a lot of years of greatness. They need to give him some freaking stars on that offense, man. Give him a star, for the love of God. Give him a stud. Hat from residency. When do 28? Okay, thank you. When do Bills fans turn on him? They probably will if he doesn't win next year. You know how fans are in the league. They'll turn on him so quick. They'll probably turn on him next year. He's 28. Because then next year he'll be 29 going into 30, and they'll be saying, oh, he's getting to 30. You want Saquon to win one? Okay. They need a stout defense. They had a good defense, but it's not like elite. That's the thing. But the Bills are like a good team. But they're not like elite in every area. They're just really good in every area. But they're just not like over the top good. They got great players on that team. But, Josh Allen, man, that was his biggest moment. That was the legacy drive he had right there. It was staring him in the face. Legacy drive. And he absolutely just couldn't get it over the top. And again, Kincaid definitely played a big part, but the play calling on those situations in that fourth quarter, Bill's play calling was absolutely cooked. Like, it's like he called Kyle Shanahan and says, what do I do here? Like, literally, Kyle Shanahan, fourth quarter play calling, it's suspect. And I think the Bills fell to the same nonsense. Like, it was like, what are you doing? The lateral play on third down, I'll never forget. That was crazy. So, Joe Burrow to have a comeback. Joe Burrow look at that season he had. If he had a slightly decent defense, he'd be in the playoffs. He probably could have beat Mahomes. Man. But his defense sucks. I think Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in the league, though. Like, talent-wise, he's amazing. He's good. He's my guy. But Mahomes is right there, too. Winning it next year, Heckage? I hope so. Quest for 6 in 2026 and Super Bowl 60 at Levi Stadium. Kelsey might retire this season. He might. If the Chiefs win a Super Bowl, I can 100% see Travis Kelce retire and ride off into the sunset. What else does he have left to do? Kidding me? I think so. I think you're right. So, any case, let's see. A couple more questions. I want the Eagles and Chiefs to lose. I have a cheer for the Chiefs. Let's see. There is a couple questions. It says, the first down the refs took away from the Bills up one was huge. The first down that they wiped away on that run play that to me was the absolute game-changing play of the game. That was. 49ers, Bengals, Super Bowl 60. That'd be nice. At least Josh Allen gets to enjoy Cancun with Haley. Y'all are sad. Some of you guys are vicious, man. Mahomes needs to retire, right? Get him out. Let's just retire after this. Nothing else. Only thing Kelsey will have left to do is make Taylor Kelsey super babies. Yeah. They'll get married. They'll have the Kelsey Swift baby. Oh, God. They're going to drag that out. Niners, Ravens. I don't think Lamar can make it to the Super Bowl, man. I think he's allergic to it. I really do. I really do. MSQ says, if Patrick Mahomes retired today, would he be considered the second greatest quarterback of all time? If he wins the three-peat, yeah. If he wins the three-peat, absolutely. No quarterback has ever done that. You put him in that top three, 100%. I think they would consider him that. That's crazy. That baby would be so hated on, dude. If Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift had a baby, they would hate. They would get so much. They'd get a lot of hate. Oh man, you know what though? I'm excited for this 2025 season for the 49ers. They've had a good offseason. You hired Robert Salah. That was an intense situation, but you got Salah. You waited. You got your guy. You got rid of Nick Sorensen. You're getting rid of Brendan Staley, most likely, from what Mayoko's telling us. And you got rid of Brian Schneider, your special teams coordinator. And you got rid of Ronnie Bell. You need to just get rid of Jake Moody and go pay your quarterback, hit the draft like you usually do, like you did last year, I should say, and get some good free agents. This is an awesome offseason so far. It's starting off really good. I'm excited. 2025, the vibes are up. Vibes are up. Vibes are up. So we'll see. 49 problems says, do you think we'll have Salah for more than one season? I really hope so. But if the 49ers go to the Super Bowl and he's incredible and he makes his defense like top 5, like we all think he could, he's going to get a lot of head coaching opportunities. So I think most likely it's going to be a one and done. But I really, really, really hope that Robert Salah stays for more than 1 year. My man AJ says, as long as Jake Moody is gone, we win the Super Bowl. I hope so, man. I hope so. JD5 was going to have the best rookie season had he won today. Yeah, I think he had you can argue he had probably the best rookie season of all time. That was a heck of a year. I don't even place that loss on JD5 to the Eagles. The Eagles were the home team. They're the veteran team, more experience. The trenches are insane. Turnovers obviously didn't help, but JD5 in that first drive, they drove down. They had to pull out all the gimmicks. 18 plays to get a field goal. Boom. The next drive, the Eagles get the ball. They hand it off to Saquon, one touchdown. It was like, wow. You knew from that moment it was going to be lights out. They made too many turnovers. Again, I think the lights were too bright. They got a good young quarterback, and they're going to be better next year. And you need to give him a couple more options. Terry McLaurin, unbelievable season. They need to get a little bit better in terms of weapons. Get him a better running back. I think they'll be really good next season. They got a lot to be happy about, but the Eagles were just too experienced for them, man. They've been in the NFC Championship just as much as the Niners over the last couple of years. So, they knew what they were doing, and that defense was insane. So, you can't hate on JD5 for that one. MSQ says, who do I want to win? Honestly, I really don't want either one of these teams to win. I can't root for the Eagles. I can't root for the Chiefs, but I'm gonna predict the Chiefs are winning. So I need them to win some money for me. Kansas City refs, hard to beat. I agree. Will Salah control the draft? I don't think he's going to control the draft. I think it's going to be a split decision. You got two head coaches on this team, basically. I think that they're going to really come together and do the draft process together and kind of pitch ideas. I think Salah's going to have a lot of say, a lot of input on who he wants to be drafted on the defense. Like, he's the one making the defensive decisions. Kyle's going to make those offensive decisions. I think, Lynch will have some input too, but I don't think he's going to control the draft. But I think he's going to have a lot of control over free agents, on the defensive side of things. So, why is Staley on the team still? I think they'll get rid of him soon. They haven't got to the point where they're firing, officially releasing coaches and signing them. I think in the next couple of weeks, they'll announce all their coaching hires and fires. So, got to be patient. Is the NFL favoring the Chiefs? What do you think? Honestly, yeah, we all know. We all know. Come on, we all know the Chiefs are being favored by the league, 100%. It's a story. They like them. They got Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. They're likable guys. Across the league, they're well respected. Andy Reid, Spags, Taylor Swift. Big draw for the NFL. They sell a lot of merch. They sell a lot of tickets. I think the NFL definitely favors them, and they make a lot of money for people. So 100%. You heard the Raiders are shopping Crosby. I don't know if they are, but if they are, I don't think they trade him to the Niners because Al Davis doesn't do business with the Niners. But we'll see. I don't know. I think they're going to try to do everything they can to keep him because that's their cornerstone player. So. Did they say anything about the flag that was tossed? I haven't seen anything since I've been live since the game ended. I'm sure they've asked them. I'm sure they'll say something about that. There's a lot of questions that they can ask about that game. That are questionable. The first down that they didn't give to the Bills, the flags, this, that, and the other. So it's a business. True. Chris Teal says the word on the street is Sorensen is out for special teams, and the 49ers are looking at the special teams coordinator. That's so we posted that the other day. That's the word. According to Matt Mayoko, the 49ers are not going to be bringing back Nick Sorensen. They're going to let him go. They're parting ways with him. Mike Silver also reported a week ago that the Niners are not going to hire Sorensen as the special team. So you got two reports that kind of confirm that. And they did an interview with the Jets special teams coordinator who coached under Robert Salah, Boyer, and most of the people, the reporters and the beat writers are thinking that the Jets special teams coordinator is going to be hired for the 49ers special teams coordinator. So extreme depressed Niner fan says, and that's a good question. He says, do you think the easier schedule next season would hurt us later in the playoffs? A lot of people say yes, because you're not pushing yourself, you're not preparing yourself. I think it can hurt us because we're not going to be playing like an overly great team for sure. And it's like, oh, you're not battle tested. But I think it'll help us because, you're going to get some rest. If you go out there and you dominate that schedule, you get the first round bye, you're going to be rested. Hopefully these teams, you can rest players if you crush them, and then you win these games favorably and you don't hurt yourself. As long as the Niners are healthy, I think that's what the major thing is. You get to the playoffs. If you're a good team, you should be able to win games against these other teams. You get home crowd, if they can get the number 1 seed and get some home cooking, that's huge, some rest and avoiding injuries. But I get the sense of why people say playing an easy schedule is not going to keep them battle tested. It's going to affect them. But I really think that the Niners, regardless if they play too easy or too hard games, it's not going to matter. As long as they're healthy and they make the playoffs, they have to be healthy. Because this year, you see how injuries really ravaged them. So, I mean, in a way, yeah, it could hurt them. But I think it'll actually help them to keep them healthy and, give them home field advantage maybe. So. Taking a toll on the injuries this last couple of years have truly taken a toll on their body. I mean, come on, man, they've been wrecked. George Kittle last year in an interview, he said like his body feels like he's been in a car wreck every single week. Like every weekend he plays, it's like his body's been in like boom, a nasty car wreck. Imagine that over 17 weeks plus the playoffs, and they played a lot of games over the last years, more than the average team, right? Them and the Chiefs just always making it to the end. So that amount of wear and tear on your body is tough. So I guess the break, in a sense, helped them this year. MSQ says the Niners schedule may seem easy now, but after offseason moves from a lot of teams, the schedule will look a lot different. That's a good point too, that I had mentioned last week. Okay, right now it looks easy because you're like, well, these teams suck. But what happens when these bad teams make their team good? And look at the Washington Commanders last year. They were a last place team. They didn't perform well. They were terrible. And this year they made it to the playoffs, the NFC Championship. So you're right. And they had a fantastic overhaul. They had a great offseason, and they really made that team, a really good team. So you're right. That's probably one of the best comments tonight is, okay, right now on paper, some of these teams we look at the schedule and we're licking our lips. We're like, oh my God, it's going to be easy. But you're right. Some of these teams, they might be garbage right now, might be pretty good next season. So you never know. That's a good take. I like that. So will Brandon Graham be back for the Super Bowl? According to what I read earlier, he's going to be cleared off the injured reserve. So maybe crazy. So we'll see. Any case, my boy Z-Max says, I'm done with the NFL. Rig. We'll be watching the games next season. Don't worry. No, I know a lot of people say that. Oh, man. Any case, you guys have a good rest of your night. My man AJ says we need an OC calling plays. We're going to have an OC, but Kyle's still going to be calling plays. I think having an OC will help him. You know, give him a couple fresh ideas, you know. Give him a little bit more creativity in the play calling. But, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they'll announce all the coaching changes here soon. But until next time, I'll see you guys. Appreciate y'all. It's going to be a horrible Super Bowl, but still watching. Any case, you guys have a good rest of your night. Enjoy the week, and take care of yourselves. If we got news this week, best believe we'll be back, and stay tuned. Hopefully we get some good news the rest of this week. You guys take care. And just remember, Robert Saleh is the 49ers defensive coordinator. So Niners, make sure you hit that like button.